Hello, hi there Sagittarius. I do hope that you are well. My name is Bella and welcome to my channel. This is your love horoscope for 2018. Where did this year go? How fast did it go? Poof! It's now the end of the year. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year or any other holiday that you celebrate. And thanks for returning here. Or if you're new, do like to subscribe, or if you'd like to know more about my services, all the links are just down below. So most of you know how I do this. I don't use tarot cards. I'm a psychic. I read the energy and I interpret them to give you the best way to navigate or to prepare yourself for what's happening romantically in your love life. Interestingly, you're the first sign that they've done this to, and I'm on about my 10th or 11th video, and they're starting with a song. It's actually it's a British song. It's a new song by somebody called Cheryl Cole, where the title of the song is Love Made Me Do It. Now, there's a couple of things going on here. What they're saying here is not that you'll do anything for love, but there are some things that you are going to do that perhaps you wouldn't do for other people because love is making you do it. On the same token, I have to also say you also seem to have a separate admirer, maybe a little bit of an intense admirer, who they would argue that love is making them do it too. So pretty much there's a lot of love in the air with Sagittarius, both being received, whether you want it or not, and that you're giving. In fact, it feels a little bit like a comedy, because I see you giving all your love to somebody, whether they deserve it or not, or maybe that other people might question. Love is making you be more and do more than you would for other people. But then I also get this other person that doesn't seem to be the same person that you are giving love to. This seems to be a different person trying to give you the same love. And I don't mean in a sexual way. I just mean in terms of they're doing things for you because they like you an awful lot. And so love is making them do and be more. I think you need to be mindful to not play with emotions. One would say maybe not to take advantage of the person that's doing that to you. But I think have some mindfulness about, are you being taken advantage of? That's the kind of theme here, because I don't know, there's something about that song and there's something about you guys where it's almost like, dare I say it, you could get in trouble and your response would be, because I love them. And I don't know if that feels right with me. And I'm a Sagittarius, I can say that. I don't know if that feels right with me. That a Sagittarius would say that in defense of something. It feels almost like, without it being over dramatic, people. So the example would be, I'm having an affair because I love them. That's why I'm still with them. Or dare I be even more dramatic, I let that person treat me a certain way because I love them. Or, and this is me being in the darker side of things, but it's definitely there. Like, what are you allowing to happen, but your excuse is because I love them. Love made me do it. That you wouldn't have done in other circumstances. Basically, the overall theme I'm getting with Sagittarius is be careful that you love that person so much that you're not going to build in consequences because you perhaps took something too far. This includes stalking, Facebook. Oh, love made me do it. I didn't mean to, follow your whole entire family. Whatever this is. And it's interesting because you've got somebody else doing this. It's almost like the universe is trying to teach you a lesson by the other person doing this. That firstly, you could be taken advantage of by somebody seeing that you will just give and give and give. But also, it shouldn't be at the cost to you that you end up doing so much that actually you get yourself in trouble. So the other example where I can see this other person's trying to do that to you is that they could lavish loads of money on you, buy you gifts because they're trying to get your attention, and then they run up a debt. And then they're like, oh, I can't pay that bill now. Why did you do that? One of their friends might say, oh, because I love them and I want to get their attention. Don't do an activity. Don't pause. When there's that little voice that will creep in and say, perhaps you shouldn't do that. I know you love them, but really, like, don't get yourself in trouble in whatever version that looks like for you, because love made you do it. There is something about just getting that balance a little bit right with Sagittarius this month, so that you are not taken advantage of and not get yourself in trouble because of it too. And I say that because I slightly want you to avoid ending your year bruised and disappointed. And dare I say it, for some of you, a little bit heartbroken, because maybe you put the extra mile in with somebody because you love them, only not to get it back. And the same would be true that you allow somebody else to do that with you and then they don't get nothing back. Do you see how it could end in tears? Like, there is something about you guys needing to avoid that set of circumstances. Because I get the first half of your December like fine and happy, and that might be what whips you up into a bit of a frenzy about feeling so in love and doing more. Like, the biggest message I can give you guys is just watch out that you're not doing too much, and that you don't get disappointed and or in trouble over something, and you start your year like really not cool and really not happy. And I say that with love as a fellow Sagittarius. Let's not do that. All right. I don't know. There's something about learning to just, I don't know, becoming more independent, I think, and less attached to somebody. And I guess if I'm thinking about all the other videos I've done today, the theme was about independence and not relying on somebody else's energy to fulfill us. And I think yours has come out in a slightly different way, but I think the message is the same. The message is the same, is that it's always good to be in service of others or to do and help others, but it shouldn't be at your expense, either in being taken advantage of or by getting yourself in trouble. And all you need to do is to know that it's okay to say no without it you thinking it's going to backfire. Say no when the line is being crossed and someone's taken it too far, or that you are doing something too far that perhaps they're not even asking you to do, but you feel like you're doing it to get some sort of, I don't know, feeling or attention from it. Just monitor yourself. We can all get in these kind of states, and that's the overall theme that you have, you know, for it to end much more successfully, is don't let love make you do it. Get some grounding and perspective. And I say that with love, guys. I mean, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm thinking, how's that going to play out for me? We shall see, won't we? Anyway, did love make you do it? If it did, and you gave in, let me know in the comment section what happened. And if you managed to stop yourself, also let me know what that was too. Anyway, people, I will see you next month in January, hopefully happy and not upset that perhaps your kindness was taken for granted. Take care, lovely people. I will see you next month. Happy New Year.